Hello everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez and this is the Weekly Report, a look at news from the city of Kansas City, Missouri. The Board of Police Commissioners has selected Major Rick Smith as the new Chief of Police. He was named after a national search process that included public hearings with the top 2 finalists.
We are proud to announce that the board elected Major Rick Smith to be the next Chief of Police of Kansas City, Missouri.
Well, thank
Please.
you. I'm truly humbled to become the leader of the men and women of this department. It's a dream to sit in this chair and to look at this department and to see where we can move forward and to accomplish the things that need to be accomplished in this city to make this city great. I'm truly humbled to be here. I have 3 things. I want to set employees up for success. I want to work on the reduction of crime and neighborhood issues, and I want to build effective partnerships to make this department more efficient and effective. That was the whole platform from the beginning. Hasn't changed. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you coming.
4 companies submitted proposals for a single terminal at KCI last week. The 4 proposers are Burns & McDonald KCI Hometown Team, Edgemore Infrastructure and Real Estate LLC, JLL, which is Jones, Lang, LaSalle Midwest LLC, and KCI Partnership LLC, which is led by AECOM Capital. These firms have until August 10th to submit their financial plans. The selection committee will then review the proposals and make their choice, announcing their selection sometime during the week following August 14th. The City Council is also discussing ballot language in expectation that residents would vote on a new terminal question in November. Stay updated with the latest news on the airport proposal at kcmo.gov/newkci. Through rain or snow or summer heat, calls for animal health and public safety officers never stop. And some calls are a little more unusual than others. Watch this special animal rescue.
We was told that a hawk had been struck by a vehicle, and it was in the flower bed at a resident. When I got out of the vehicle, I immediately spotted the hawk laying in the bush. It wasn't moving. I wasn't even sure if it was still alive, so I cautiously approached it, got my big net out, gently picked it up, loaded it on the truck, and immediately brought it here to Lakeside Nature Center.
He had some soft tissue damage done to the shoulder. He was hit by a car and has a head injury, which is actually pretty good if you're a small hawk getting hit by a large car. He isn't eating on his own yet, so we're still helping him eat. We actually tweezer feed him twice a day, and he's still in our ICU unit, per se, that's inside the building in our inside hospital.
To be quite honest, I haven't had much experience with that type of bird of prey. I've had some experience catching chickens, roosters, ducks, but never a bird of prey. So this was a first for me.
We get everything you can imagine. We get everything from baby mice to coyotes and bobcats. We get eagles and we get robins and sparrows and everything in between. If it is native Missouri wildlife that is sick, injured, or orphaned, we do take them and help them out.
Any animal out there, people have them, and what we do, we have to respond. Now, if there's a chance that it's something that we do not know what we're dealing with, we will contact the zoo or someone that knows more about the species. But we have to respond. It doesn't matter. We have to respond to everything.
Lakeside Nature Center is a gem. We have a fantastic nature center here. We have about 70 animals on display. We have a coyote here. We have quite a few birds of prey, alligator snapping turtles, and they're all native to Missouri. So this is really awesome. You can come and see the things that live in your backyard. I'd just like to commend animal health and public safety officers for the great job that they're doing and how much they help the wildlife in this area and Lakeside Nature Center.
To be quite honest, it makes me feel like I made a difference, and the fact that we was able to get it here alive, and they do such a wonderful job here with these type of wild animals. So I feel relieved and proud that, you know, we made a difference here, I believe.
Join Feast Magazine and KC Parks for food truck events all summer long. Each month, we'll highlight prominent fountains and parks throughout the city, while guests enjoy food from some of Kansas City's most popular food trucks. A portion of the proceeds will go toward the City of Fountains Foundation to support our flowing treasures.
The Ethnic Enrichment Festival is in its 38th year and happens here at Swope Park from August 18th through the 20th. Here to tell us more about the festival and what's happening this year is Jim Wilson, Festival Manager, and Melinda Minks with Kansas City, Missouri Parks. Thank you for taking time to talk to us today about the festival. Jim, can you tell us how the festival got started?
Well, back in 1976, there were 6 countries that wanted to display Kansas City's diversity, and they worked with Mayor Wheeler. And they did things around the city, and then in 1980 we had our first festival. And that, after a decree by Richard Berkeley, the mayor in 1980, we became the Ethnic Enrichment Commission, and just started with 6 countries, and now we have over 66 countries here in the Ethnic Commission.
And how many people are you anticipating are going to attend this year, Melinda?
Hopefully, with everything that we've done prior to and your show, we're anticipating at least 50,000 people over the 3 days.
Oh my goodness. And are most of them from the KC Metro? Are they from out of the city?
About 80% are local folks from our 5-county metropolitan area, but about 20% come from outside our state to the north, south, east, and west. So it's really a terrific gathering of people who enjoy diversity and who enjoy wonderful food and crafts and music and dance.
And the food that is going to be here, you're not going to necessarily find at restaurants here in Kansas City. These are homemade dishes that are shared for just a weekend by families who live here and have chosen Kansas City to be their home.
Right.
In addition to the food, Jim, what other activities can families expect to find?
Every half an hour during the whole weekend, we have a different country that displays their music and dance. And we'll also have a special area just for kids where they can make hats and do different kinds of games and see different kinds of instruments.
And there's also fun for adults as well.
Oh, yes. We have a beer garden with international beers. And of course, everybody likes to walk around and try the different food at the 65 different booths.
At 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon is the Parade of Flags, and I always call that a goosebump thing, because when you see all these nations in their native dress bringing their country's flags, they'll introduce themselves and wish everybody well and wish them welcome to the festival. Then on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we have the International Fashion Show, and that's when our commissioners come up in their native dress again, and then they describe it to the people as to what they're wearing, and if it's a particular season of the year that they have on, they'll share that as well. One thing Jim forgot to mention was that all of our kids get passports, and they go country to country to get their passport stamped, and our passports are shaped very much like our own international passport. So this is one of those collector things that they really enjoy.
Yes.
And how culturally rich, but also educational, because they get to go from booth to booth to understand what country that they're in.
Exactly. And what we suggest to the parents as we give the passports is that they go home and find a world map and plot on that map where they were on one given Sunday or Saturday or Friday.
What a great idea. So how much does it cost to enter the festival?
It's a $5 admission at the gates, and children under 12 are free.
And cash only then?
Cash only, yes.
Okay. Well, this sounds like such an exciting event, and we're looking forward to it. And thank you for all that you do for this one event that attracts how many people?
Up to 50,000. We can go over that this year.
And how many of them are from outside of Kansas City?
We figure about 20%. And how do we arrive at that? We do surveys, but we also go around in the parking lot and look at the out-of-state license tags. So it's basic stuff, but we get a pretty good idea of who's local and who's not.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for all that you do here at the festival and throughout the year for the community.
Well, thank you, and we hope to see you at the festival.
Yeah.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.
My name is Rob, and I've been a keeper here at the Kansas City Zoo for almost a year now, about to hit my 1-year anniversary next week. I am on the shows team in the animal department, and so we take care of the sea lions and do the sea lion shows, as well as take care of all of the birds and do the bird shows. I wanted to be a zookeeper my entire life. I've actually never wanted to do anything else. When I was a kid, I watched Fantasia with the dancing hippos, and I was like, this is the greatest. Didn't know that hippos didn't wear tutus when I was 2 years old, but that had to be brought up to me lightly. I grew up on Jeff Corwin and Steve Irwin, and their passion for educating as well as taking care of animals as well as showing everyone how amazing the natural world is just really inspired me and brought me directly to what I'm doing today. My favorite part about being a keeper, I could say 100 things here, but I think the one that I'm going to go with is there's a certain moment when we do these shows where you see somebody's eyes just light up, like they've seen something amazing for the first time, or they've learned something that's just incredibly cool. And that moment where we're inspiring people to learn more about the natural world is the best thing in the world for me.
The 18th and Vine Development Policy Committee updated residents on plans for the Jazz District this week. A host of residential and commercial projects are transforming the area into a multi-use destination while maintaining its rich and unique cultural significance.
And I'll tell you that 18th and Vine is not just about history of what happened here some time ago. It is about an opportunity for revolution and also what we are doing now to ensure sustainability in the future of 18th and Vine.
This is a project that we're working on today. This is a project that we will continue to work on, not just with public investment, but from private investment, from community members, from stakeholders in the 3rd District, from stakeholders throughout Kansas City, from people all around our Midwest region, to ensure that this is an area that every Kansas Citian can respect, that this is an area that every Midwesterner can respect.
I also want to offer my sincere gratitude to Mayor Sylvester Sly James, who sends his regrets for not being able to be here today. I can tell you that he has been a tireless champion. The mayor who has rolled up his sleeves in relation to the $19 million Urban Youth Baseball Academy as a partnership with Major League Baseball, which is really right behind us here. And it is the 7th of its kind in the country. There are 4 diamonds, state-of-the-art diamonds that are near completion and will be done this fall.
I want to start over at the corner of 18th and Paseo with the Buck O'Neill Education Center. That is a one-of-a-kind institution and will really be a linchpin for the development going forward. If any of you have had a chance to get in and tour that facility, the first floor is essentially complete. It is an absolutely beautiful restoration of that building. Work is also progressing on stabilization of the Boone Theater. Work is doing that. Our goal is to get that sidewalk open back up as sooner rather than later. I should also note that later this month, construction will start on a new parking lot at 18th and Lydia to make sure that we have adequate parking. We will be planning later this year, associated with some water main repairs, a new streetscape from Woodland to Campbell along 18th Street. And then what I'm really excited about is we've had a group of young entrepreneurs who've acquired the old Waterworks building at 20th and Vine and are now in the process of revitalizing that building, which is sat vacant for decades. And that will be small office space as well as some event space. And that will start to move the activity not only in the district, but down Vine Street and into the surrounding neighborhoods.
Find more details by visiting kcmo.gov and searching for 18th and Vine. And if you have ideas to share or opinions to voice, you can do it at our virtual town hall at kcmomentum.org. Improvements like these will help 18th and Vine continue to host swing and jazz events like the upcoming 4th annual Charlie Parker celebration that kicks off August 17th. This 10-day celebration features events throughout the city. Performers include saxophonist Tavon Pennicott and acclaimed pianist Sullivan Fortner. For a complete schedule and to purchase tickets, go to charlieparkercelebration.com. Do you like to take selfies? We have a great reason for you to pull out the phone and start snapping away. Okay, on Tuesday, August 15th, we'd like you to tweet or Snapchat a pic of yourself and your peeps in front of your favorite city building. It can be City Hall or any other city facility. Include a few words about what you love most about KC and tag us at KCMO. Also use the hashtag City Hall Selfie Day. You can also post it on our Facebook page. Now, if you don't use Twitter or Facebook but you want to join the fun, then email us the picture at communications@kcmo.org and we'll post it for you. And Twitter peeps, be sure to use our Twitter ribbon to let everyone know how much you love KC. This is a national contest, so let's show up, Kansas City. That does it for this edition of the Weekly Report. To view this program again or other Channel 2 videos, go to kcmo.gov and search Channel 2. That page has a link to our YouTube channel and all of our great programs which you can view on demand. I'm Chris Hernandez. Keep smiling.